Today I'll talk about Satyaki, also called Yuyodhana, a warrior whose life captures loyalty, heroism, and tragedies. He fought brilliantly for the Pandavas, stood firmly with Krishna, yet ultimately fell due to his unresolved rage. His story reminds us that victory in war does not guarantee peace in life. Satyaki came from the Vrishni clan, a family defined by warfare and honor. His grandfather Shini was famous for defeating Somadatta, and his father Satyaka was a respected chieftain. Closely related to Krishna, Satyaki inherited both martial skills and a deep sense of duty from birth. He was trained by two of the greatest warriors, Drona and Arjuna. This gave him elite technical skills combined with personal devotion to his teachers. Satyaki wasn't just strong, he was disciplined, respected, and fully prepared for the scale of Kurukshetra. Satyaki's defining trait was loyalty. Despite Yadava warriors like Kritavarma siding with the Kauravas, he chose Krishna and Pandavas without a hesitation. He even warned Krishna about Duryodhana's plan to arrest him, proving his trustworthiness off the battlefield. During the war, Satyaki emerged as one of the Pandavas' strongest commanders. Bhishma himself claimed Satyaki could fight multiple Atirathis alone. He defeated key enemies, disrupted Drona's strategies, and repeatedly protected Yudhishthira from capture. He fought beside Bhima and Abhimanyu during the war's most critical moments. His role wasn't symbolic. He physically held the Pandavas' army together during chaos, acting as both shield and sword. This duel defined Satyaki's controversy. After a long feud, Bhurisravas nearly killed him. Arjuna intervened and cut off Bhurisravas' arm. When Bhurisravas began meditating, Satyaki beheaded him, an act widely condemned as violating warrior ethics. This moment exposes Satyaki's flaw. He was brave and devoted, but also impulsive and vengeful. His sense of justice was personal, not restrained by dharma. He shows us how rage can distort even a righteous cause. Years after the war, unresolved hatred returned. During a drunken Yadava festival, Satyaki killed Kritavarma. This sparked a brutal internal massacre. Ironically, Satyaki died in the hands of his own clan, the very people he once defended. This event fulfilled Gandhari's curse. The Yadava clan, including Krishna's lineage, destroyed itself from internal conflict. The war ended, but the violence continued. Proof that war's consequences do not stop when battles do. Satyaki is remembered for courage, loyalty, and military brilliance, but also for excess emotion. His life shows that heroism without restraint becomes self-destructive. He stands as both inspiration and warning. Satyaki's life shows how destruction truly works. It begins long before the final blow. Born into honor and loyalty, he fought bravely for Krishna and the Pandavas, yet never conquered his anger. His unchecked rage led to moral collapse in war and finally to self-destruction at Prabhasa, when he died by his own clan. The Mahabharata uses Satyaki to teach a harsh truth. Destruction is not sudden. It grows slowly from unresolved hatred, pride, and vengeance until it consumes everything, even the victories. Satyaki reminds us that even great warriors are at their core human. He was born into a noble lineage, trained by the best, and guided by Krishna himself. His life had clear moral purpose, yet it was marked by ambiguity between duty and rage, loyalty and vengeance. Despite all the right foundations, he failed to master his inner conflicts. In the end, it was not his enemies but his own unchecked emotions that led to destruction. The Mahabharata is clear here. Lineage, guidance, and righteous matters, but without self-control, even the greatest fall. Thank you.